Okay, welcome to a video by Antiques Arena. My name is Walter O'Neill and I'm a UK antique dealer, UK reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, and anything I can find and flip for a profit. More often than not, I buy at car boot sales that are, like a yard sale or, maybe a swap meet or something along them lines if you're overseas. But however, this week I've been very, very busy. That's why you haven't had a video of me. I have been emptying a massive, massive house clearance. I've been doing a huge house clearance. Sorry about that. Let me just deal with that. So I have had van load after van load out of a house, and I have managed to put aside probably out of the entire lot, the entire house, 6 crates of good stock. 6 very good crates of stock. So the rest is all going to car boot sales. I've already started clearing things like that. So it's going well. So if you want to see, I would have filmed. Now, I was planning on putting my head camera on and filming the whole thing, but the family were a bit reluctant on giving me the key to empty the house. Normally, I'd have a key to empty the house. I'd go in and I'd film. And then I'd give the keys back when the family were... That was Sandra. She's texting me because she's scared to death. She's got a spider trapped in her bedroom. Sorry. So yeah, the family were reluctant to give me the keys, so I couldn't film, and I wouldn't film in front of them. Otherwise, I would have filmed it all in situ because I haven't done a house clearance for a long time. They don't come up that often. When they do, more often than not, they're full of rubbish. Now, this house clearance, they tried to rip them off. First of all, they had an antique dealer come in. I'm not going to give their names. And they came in and they were going to empty the whole house free of charge, might I add. They weren't going to pay him a penny for the house. And then they saw about 10 or 11 Welsh blankets. This is the story the owners have given me anyway. And they paid him £20 a blanket for Welsh blankets. Said, we're going to cut them up and use them as cushions on chairs. Anyway, they went home with the blankets. He Googled them that evening and saw that they were like £200, £300, £400 a blanket. So when they come back with the Luton van on the Saturday to empty the van, he told them where to go. He then phoned around and he found a antique dealer in Pontypridd, Anagram Antiques, which is Stephen Bunny. So if you're around, go down to Ponty Market and you can see his stall. And he put him on to me. Anyway, I went up there and I made an offer on the house. I didn't have it free. I bought the contents of the house. And I can tell you now, it took 2 days pretty much to sort it all out. So let me give you a little teaser of just how good some of this is. We'll start off with this absolute gem. Look at that stem. Now this is an 18th century, circa 1770, 75, opaque twist wine glass. Now it's got a tiny flea bite on the rim and a small chip on the foot rim. It does affect the value massively. However, it is such a beautiful glass. In perfect condition, this could have been £200, £250. This is English. You have a center core coming up and then the spiral coming around it. Listen to that. Nice sound, nice bell bowl, good snapped pontle. You can see the chip there. So beautiful. Last quarter, well, yeah, not quite last quarter, but 1770, 75 of the 18th century. So you're talking that's a 250-year-old drinking glass, give or take. That was in there. Even with them couple of flea bites, this is still going out on my site for £100, £95 for this one drinking glass. It is absolutely beautiful. They do not turn up anymore. Very, very rare. And if I was to show you now, just quickly, a Google search, 18th century glass. You see here, just give you an idea, £300, 175, 220, 185. If I go shopping, look at that, 295 by there for an 18th century. 285, 365, 300. So you can see the sort of money they are. There's very similar ones there. 1760, they've put 520. It's got an engraved bowl. You can see the sorts of money some people are asking for them. I saw it as a £250 drinking glass in perfect condition, £100 as you see it now. And I tell you what, I don't think it's going to stand around long at £100. So that's the start. Absolutely gorgeous. Then I got the biggest puzzle in the world. This is a 6-inch drinking glass. This is a 12-inch drinking glass. Now, to all intents and purposes, this should be 1750 incised twist stem drinking glass. Listen to this. Good ring, so you know it's got lead content. It's got an absolute superb snapped pontle. Look at that wear coming around here. All authentic wear. It's even got wear on the rim up here. Now, a lot of people don't realize you got to look at the rim here for wear. Not because it's banging on the teeth. What do you do? When you wash a drinking glass, you put it upside down to drain. So you'll always have wear on this rim as well. It's got the striations, it's got the grey colour. Nobody can give me an answer at the moment as to what it is. I've sent an email with photographs to Drew It Neat, and they've come back saying it could be 1750 in size stem, it could be a later copy. Now, the Victorians were very, very big on doing oversized drinking glasses. They were. But in the 18th century, there is such a thing called a mammoth glass. Now, this is 12 inches tall. Odds are it's going to be a Victorian copy, because if this was 1750 at 12 inches, it's probably a couple of £1,000, which is very, very unlikely. Everything looks right. The foot is a bit wrong, to be honest with you. The foot doesn't look quite right. It's conicaled, but it's also this bit here. See that? On there. That doesn't quite look right. Normally, the conical comes like that, and then you have the pontle. It's not normally thick and bellied. But then again, this is such a big glass. I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm going to keep it until I find out exactly what it is. If it's a Victorian oversized rummer, then you're still talking money. But if it's an 18th century, then it's a rare, rare find. I don't think I've ever seen one of this size. But what I intend to do with this is take it up to London. I've sent pictures to Christie's. I'm waiting for a reply off them. But everything looks right. This stem is right. The bowl is right. The shape is right. The foot's slightly off. The wear is good. The colour's good. The sound is good. It's the size. I've never seen anything of that size. So, already, you can see there, I'm pulling money. I really am. Now, this stuff I haven't unpacked. Right? This is coming to you now, stinking dirty, as I've sorted it from the house. I haven't even unwrapped it yet, right? So, we're literally unboxing this together. I know what's in there because I went through the rooms, picking the special pieces and putting them aside. And to think the house clearance people were having all this for free, right? Until they ripped them off. Now, you're probably going to know what this is just to look at it. We have a tea bowl. In the 18th century, they didn't have handles. Well, a lot of them didn't use handles. So you have a little tea bowl, fluted tea bowl, and saucer. And it is by Worcester. It's got flight, so I'm not sure if that's bar, flight, and bar, but it's got the crescent mark as well. So I'd have to date it exactly. But you see the C there, that is the Worcester mark, and the word flight is for bar, flight, and bar. So it could be a little later than what I'm hoping. I'm hoping 1770, but it could be a bit later, like 1800. But either way, it's a 200-year-old cup and saucer by Worcester. And it's got some gilding wear, and it's got a chip on the rim there, a little chip on the rim there of the gilding. But that's not the end of the world. That was in there. I've actually got quite a bit of 18th century porcelain now there. What I intend to do is I'm going to just film one box, and then another day I'll film another box. So you get to see all that was in there. This is gorgeous. Look at the colour of that, all right? This is supposed to be clear glass. You can see it on the rim there. It's clear glass, crystal, fine crystal. Look at the state on it. Smoke damage to hell and back. Now this, I think, it's too dirty a minute to know, but I think it's either going to be Waterford or Webb or one of those. And we have a beautiful mushroom lamp. Let me show you how old it is. Look at that wire and the plug. Just give you an indication of how old it is. It's absolutely beautiful quality. And a nice mushroom lamp like this, when it's cleaned up, it's going to be £100. It's absolutely stunning. No problem whatsoever. Now, all this stuff come out the house clearance in Treharris. They were absolutely lovely people. They even helped me park it. And I used his van to empty it all. I had an option of all the furniture as well. I took some furniture, which will be filmed another day, but I then put up on my Facebook group telling people what furniture was there available. This piece I love. So we have, this isn't a plate, this is a charger. It's probably 12 or 13 inches, and it is all hand painted. You got the dragon over here, it's absolutely gorgeous. The cranes flying. It's just a real nice charger. Now it's Japanese, not Chinese, and I think it's early 20th century. I have had this pattern in the past and done well on there. And a beautiful hand painted Japanese porcelain charger like that should be sort of 75, 95 pound, no problem at all. And this one's in mint condition, like a bell. All beautifully painted, absolutely stunning thing. It's got gilding coming around on the blue border here. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. So, not every box is going to be as good as this one, but these were my favorite pieces. I picked my favorites to come first. You have a little Jack in the Pulpit satin glass bars. I put this one in because it's fragile. It's not worth a lot of money, 15, 20 quid, but it's a beautiful little thing. Snap pontle on there. It's just a nice little thing. It has got a tiny flea bite again, unfortunately. This one I liked very much. This one is an early 20th century. I'd say writhen because it's spiraled all the way up, but they've twisted the glass to form this spiral. And then it's fluted up here with this Vaseline top. So it's probably Art Nouveau, early 20th century. And that's probably a £40, £45 vase. Something like that. The spiders come free. But I tell you what, once this is washed and in the right lighting or setting behind it, it's going to look amazing. Wait till you see it photographed. I don't even know what's in all these. There's another pair of 19th century glasses. Now these look frosted, don't they? Are they frosted or is it just dirt? Bear with it. It's actually just dirt. It is coming off. Where was I doing it? There. It is coming off. Anyway, they're about 1820 in date, and I had a pair of those in there. You normally find these with the ugly decanters, but to find a pair is quite cute. Snap pontle, bladed nope, but these are 2-part glasses, not 3-part. Gotta be careful. What does that say? Half of this stuff I haven't even looked at tidy myself yet. Okay, so we have Art Deco, beautiful shape, cut glass or crystal perfume bottle, sterling silver with gold finish top with engine turn enamel. Maker's mark and stamped silver there. Now the only thing it needs, it's going to need a puffer. It's going to need the point for the atomizer and the wire that comes off with the ball. But what I may do is take that off there and put a new end on off a different perfume bottle, because that's the money piece. If I can take a top off another perfume bottle, albeit that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that acorn on top. That's a beautiful acorn. Maybe worth repairing, I don't know yet. But if you collect perfume bottles, it's an absolute corker. That finial on the top is gorgeous, and so is that engine turn enamel. And I can't see any chips on the glass. So I got options. I can change this top bit and not have to do any work, or I can just strip another one down and try and repair it. So, but it's nice. That's just a standard Victorian rummer. Fern acid etched. No, engraved. Little engraved ferns. That is known as a pontal scar, which is a gadget tool mark. See that T? That's where it pinched on, and that's the gadget tool mark. That's a Victorian rummer. They're not a lot of money. They're like a tenner, 10, 15 pound. But the drinking glasses I kept together. This I absolutely adore. It's got a registration number on the back for probably 1900, 1910, give or take, something like that. And we have an absolute beautiful picture frame. Now you could turn it into a mirror. If you wanted to put a piece of mirror in there, you could turn it into a picture frame, piece of glass and a backboard. You could tell the family had money because the stuff in the house is absolutely spectacular. Now it's got a registration number here of 553836, which is somewhere around turn of the century, 1910. And it's in lovely condition. Fold out back there, stand him up. It just needs the piece of glass and the backboard or the mirror. Isn't that gorgeous? I haven't decided what to do with that one yet. I quite like that. Then we had this, which I just dropped on a plate like a numpty. This is the top or the tip of a mortar or shell. And you've got all the range finding markings on there. Gorgeous thing. This would be on the top, and then there's no gunpowder or nothing in these, but these are used then as paperweights by people. They don't pull much, 20 to 25 quid, something like that. But they're nice, decorative, militaria, probably World War II to use as a paperweight. Number 8 or 8OV. Not sure if you got the caliber on here, 1017. Either way, that's a nice little thing. I always like that type of stuff. Now, the family actually were, or the father of the family was the manager at Deep Navigation Colliery in Treharris. And we have here his lamp, which is dated 1949 and is number 1009. And it's by Thomas and Williams of Aberdeen. And this was his small midget miner's lamp for Deep Navigation Colliery. Absolute stunner of a lamp. Looking here to see if it had any other markings on it. It's got the 1009 for the number, 1950 stamped on the base. 1949 on the plaque and 1950 on the base. Work that out. But an absolutely beautiful, beautiful lamp. And you don't get them provenance like that often. Straight from the family where he was the manager. 28th of October 1949. It's actually stamped on it. Number 1009. E. Thompson Williams Aberdeen. So beautiful little miner's lamp. This is just a little bit of Murano, but it was there. It got its original label. So I thought, well, I'm not going to leave it there to get damaged, because what we tended to do, I walked through the rooms, I picked all the really good pieces, or the pieces I liked or didn't want to get damaged, put them into boxes, and then everything else just got put into a box, and we sorted it out when we got back. Not needless to say, still found some real nice gems that were just dumped in boxes unpacked. But that's a nice little bit of Murano. Nice with the trailing coming up around it. Italian glass. Then we have a Famille Rose, which I've just chipped. I've literally just chipped this, which I'm absolutely gutted. We had a Famille Rose Chinese porcelain plate, which I just chipped with the perfume bottle. And it's a rose medallion, because you got all these different medallions. It's a 20th century one, but I'm still devastated. I do not like damaging things, and I just damaged that when I was filming. So that's going to go back up on car boot sale now, probably, which is a damn shame, because all that's hand painted. I may still sell it yet, I don't know. But I'm gutted I damaged that. Right on that. So I'm not happy with that. Then I had another Victorian rummer, again with another little bloody chip on it there, unfortunately, which really kills them. I don't know if this one will have a market, to be honest with you, with the chip. As nice as it is, I may put this with the other rummer. Make a pair, because that one's worth 10 and that one's worth a 5, and now I'm just chuck £15 a pair on it with one chipped. But that's a nice rummer, actually. That's nothing, I don't think. This was quite nice. An old mahogany smoker's cabinet, Art Nouveau one. With all the Art Nouveau flowers up around this bit of metalware here. You got bevel glass, you can see the bevel glass, so a bit of sign of quality. So you got the pipe rack there. What's in the drawer here? I haven't even looked. Just big like lamp fit does now. It's nothing much. Oh, but there is a key. I wonder, is that the key? No. That may have been the key, but it's not now. I thought I meant about the key then. Hang on, I got more keys here. Bear with. And I've sold a lot of keys from the house already. What I should have done, instead of being a numpty, was keep all the keys back until I checked them all and went through everything. But yeah, we still have a nice smoker's cabinet. It's not going to put fortunes, probably 30, 40 quid. But it's a nice example of what it is. Then we have this beautiful thing. We have, I haven't done no research on it yet. I'm going to assume 70s, 80s, mid-century lamp. You got the aluminium or metal top and bottom, And then wood. Is that oak or mahogany? I'm not sure. I'm not brilliant with my wood. But take a look at that wire. I'll give you an example of the age. It's probably 70s, to be honest with you. Angle poise lamp. It's stinking dirty. You can see the state on this all. It hasn't been cleaned up or nothing yet. But this will make a nice lamp. And it's not going to be fortunes again. It's probably 30, 40 quid once it's cleaned up. But what a nice looking lamp. And finally for this box, I have a vintage Parker pen. I don't know if it's a rolled gold one. Possibly it's a ballpoint, not a biro. And it looks to be in a rolled gold. I'll have to get an eyeglass on and make sure it's not 9 carat or anything. But it looks rolled gold. It's in a box. And what's more, it's even got all the refills underneath. I want these that, huh? So, nice little Parker pen in yellow metal. So that's this box. Let's assume the rummer's Victorian. I'm going to allow maybe £100 for it. So you took 100, 200, 250, 350, 4. It's about £400 or £500 worth just in this box. And I've got all the rest of the boxes to go through. So I can't fault that at all. Hope you've enjoyed having a browse through these pieces. It's been some absolute gems, and I'm really devastated I chipped that plate. I need to be more careful with the rest of the stuff. But I'm glad it's that one and not the Japanese charger, because I love the Japanese charger. So if you've got a favourite, leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate if you like and share. And if you want to support the channel, everything you need to know is in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. I don't know when I'm going to film the next box, because I've been out buying this weekend, and I've got some spectacular stuff, from Welsh blankets to gold. I've had some stunning stuff. So just because I've done a house clearance, I didn't stop buying. It's an addiction. You just gotta keep going. I'll see you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.